Right on time for News Now on TV47. Glad you could choose us to inform you. My name is Linda Alela. Lots lined up for you, and we get straight to it. Where members of Parliament allied to the Team Ground movement have asked President William Ruto to stop early campaigns and fix the economy. The members of Parliament, led by Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino and Githunguri Member of Parliament Mushomba, termed it as ironical that President Ruto is going around the country looking for political solutions instead of rescuing Kenyans from tough economic times. The members of Parliament further dismissed Ruto's unity cabinet, which comprises of ODM leaders.
This is not the right time for President to go out launching projects. It is the right time for him to sit down, engage stakeholders, look for solutions for the pressing problems, and look for new ways of raising revenue for this country. He must engage. And there's somebody who asked me when I was coming here, now that you people are complaining things are not right, what solutions are you giving? What alternative solutions are you giving? Now listen to me. There is no way the president will be roaming from one country to the other looking for jobs for our young people. But if you asked him for a database of how many engineers do you have in your country, tell me whether there is any database.
In Parliament, there was already a supermajority that passed the finance bill. But that did not prevent the Gen Zs. It did not prevent Ruto from coming out and rejecting after pressure had been pressed on him by the people. The Constitution is clear that power vests with the people. The sovereignty is with the people. The people are supreme. That supermajority in Parliament is not a supermajority. It is an imaginary supermajority that is intended to achieve some selfish gains or ambitions.
Let us make sure we push this fight on, because there's no solution that has been offered as yet. So as young leaders, we are going to make sure we engage the public and point out all the evils that are happening in some of these bills that are brought in Parliament, these motions, what we think Kenyans should not support. But we're also thankful that the Kenyan people now are taking back the power in their own hands.
The county government of Nairobi has launched a crackdown on kiosks around the central business district, that is the CBD, over hygiene violations. According to the county, the crackdown was necessitated by reports indicating that some food trolleys were being stored within public toilet premises, specifically at the Haile Selassie roundabout. Nairobi County's Environmental Chief Officer, that is Godfrey Musira, accompanied by public health and environment officials, visited the public toilets and later traced the kiosk where the vendors of the trolley get their food, that is to sell to customers. Now, the chief officer exposed the unhygienic kiosk, which is located at Nairobi's bus station BS, and the kiosk prepares kebabs, sausages, eggs and smokies, which are then distributed to small retailers and hawkers in the bus stop area. Chief Officer Musira noted that a strong unpleasant odor and of course the presence of rats and an overall filthy environment, all of which pose serious health risks to the people.
Tuwajibike, msaidie kama wananchi kuripoti, kupiga ripoti zile mahoteli, biashara yote ya shughulika maneno ya chakula ambao ni chafu na mazingira ni chafu, ili sisi kama wana mazingira ama serikali ya gatuzi la Nairobi tuweze kuingililia, tuweze kusaidia maisha ya wananchi wa Nairobi. Tutaendelea na hiyo operesheni ya kutembelea mahoteli, biashara, kuangalia mazingira na usafi, na pia wale ambao wanachafua jiji tutawakataza waweze kuwajibika.
Well, that's rather unfortunate. Now, 235 tech-skilled students have graduated from the Kenya Industry and Entrepreneurship Project, an initiative funded by the World Bank under the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry. Samira, of course, Trade and Industry, yes, Samira Mohammed has that story, but we'll be bringing it to you shortly, and that is after we get more details as to the same. But we take this one fast, where residents of Emurua Dikir and Narok County have issued a 14-day protest notice if nothing is done to improve services at the Emurua Dikir Level 4 hospital. And according to distraught residents, they have been forced to seek alternative services in the neighboring county of Bomet, as the Emurua Dikir Level 4 hospital only offers health services at its dispensary. Residents say the political rivalry between former Governor Samuel Tunai and the current Governor Patrick Ole Ntutu could be the reason behind the stalled services or the stalled service delivery at the facility, and they are now calling on a governor to speed up and equally proceed to enhance health services and health delivery.
Kwa wamama unapata wengi wanasafirishwa hadi Tenwek, Longisa, Litein, Kablong ama Ndanai. Hata kwenda tu kujua hali ya mtoto ako namna gani, amekaa vizuri ndani ya tumbo, anaambiwa aende Ndanai. Tunauliza hizi bidhaa zililetwa hapa, machines za theater, za ultrasound zililetwa kufanya nini? Watoto wetu wengi wamepelekwa kwa upasuaji, unapata mtoto ameaga ndani ya tumbo. Na labda daktari angefanya haraka hapa amsaidie.
Kulonj mpaka ifunguliwe ni 7 years ago. Na hatujui ni nini. Hii hospitali, hata mimi wakati mwingine nilikuwa Nairobi, lakini vyombo ambayo ziko kwa hii hospitali sijaiwahi kuona. Hata wakati huo Nairobi haikuwa na hiyo, hata Kenyatta hospital. Mashine ziko hapa ni ya kimataifa. Na mimi nashindwa ni nini kinachofanya isiendelee.
Tunauliza ni kwa nini moja haifanyi kazi, kwa nini hospitali haifanyi kazi, na tunauliza, tunataka haki yetu. Tunapata hasara mingi sana, tunatumia gharama kubwa kwenda matibabu, tutafuta Longisa, kwenda Tenwek, kwenda Ndanai, kilomita karibu 80 kuanzia hapa Emurua Dikir.
Now, Embu MCAs and the county leadership wrangles, of course, threatened to impeach county executive committee members on grounds of incompetence, non-performance and contravention of the law. This was after interrogating Finance and Economic Planning, CEC, that is Joe Kamaria, on reports of the Auditor General on County Revenue Fund.
We can only say is that it is
position for officers assigned evolution duty for construction of
nikiwa kiongozi wa kamati za bunge kwa jumla pamoja na wanakamati wa hiyo chama ambao tunaita ni Liaison Committee, tushakata kauli na tumesema sasa kisonga mbele ule afisa yoyote katika serikali yetu ya kaunti ambaye hatafanya kazi yake, ambaye atafuja pesa za serikali, ambaye ataenda kinyume na sheria ambazo ziko ambazo ni zinahusu sana mambo ya fedha. Hiyo ndio tunaita Public Finance Management Act na pia vile vile County Government Act. Tutawachukulia hatua za kisheria, na tayari nafikiri kuna kamati moja tayari imeshaanza kufanya kazi. Kamati ya Finance tayari imepeana motion, imepeana a vote of no confidence kwa one of the CC ambaye ni huyo tena anatajwa katika hii kamati. Jambo la kushangaza zaidi ni kwamba tumeshuhudia kwamba pesa mingi zimeweza kupotea katika kaunti yetu ya Embu. Moja ikiwa ni unsupported interest ambayo inaudhi sana kwamba afisa wamekuwa wakichukua pesa na hawarudishi document ama makaratasi kuonesha vipi pesa imetumika. Zaidi ya shilingi milioni 20 imejitokeza. Vile vile imejitokeza kwamba tumepoteza madawa zaidi ya shilingi milioni 7.1 ambayo yameenda into waste na hayakusaidia wananchi wa Embu. Imejitokeza kwamba pia kuna zile vitu tunaita incompetence katika mambo ya ufuataji wa sheria.
And back to matters health, where various health stakeholders have continued to lay down measures aimed at addressing healthcare emergencies in the country. The stakeholders have said that access to quality emergency healthcare services is a fundamental right that enhances quality of life and allowing citizens to focus on personal and business development. While launching East Africa's first modern liquid oxygen manufacturing plant, Alela Medical Providers Leadership says that achieving universal healthcare requires global solidarity and resource mobilization. The project is funded by the development partners, that is from the United States Development Finance Corporation and the Government of Finland through FinFund, Grand Challenges Canada, and Soros Economic Development Fund and UBS Optimus Foundation of Switzerland.
To join us today. And when this plant works to its full capacity, which it will, and we, for example, assume that we are going to give all the products just to children who have severe pneumonia. Those are the people that die the most because of lack of oxygen. This plant will have the capacity to give 800,000 children reliable oxygen each year.
Well, I'm very glad to be here this morning. It is an honor to witness the groundbreaking for this oxygen plant. It's a significant moment, not just for Nairobi and Kiambu County, but actually for all of Kenya. And we know from the COVID-19 pandemic how vital oxygen is to saving lives. The distribution of affordable, liquid medical oxygen for hospitals and clinics across Kenya will increase supply and lower costs for healthcare providers in rural and urban areas alike. This plant will be a game changer. It's enhancing the capacity of healthcare facilities to provide critical care that patients really need.
In a significant step towards promoting religious diversity and inclusivity in education, Mount Kenya University has officially launched a new mosque on its main campus, a development that is set to serve the needs of its Muslim students and staff. The mosque, with a capacity of 3,000, stands as a symbol of the institution's commitment to embracing diversity in all forms, as Ruga Ival now explains.
Sana Degwa, you have been a very faithful contractor, and I want to say that we have not used Chinese. We have used our own home-bred contractors. He is the one who has done this mosque. He is the one who also did this building. He is the one who also constructed alumni towers and many more buildings, including the Moi Kibaki Convention Center.
Growth, the previous mosque was overstretched and unable to accommodate the increasing student numbers of Muslim faith during their worship. The board of directors has therefore done a great act of service to man and service to God through the construction of the mosque, which we are receiving formally today.
A building you are doing behind this student center, one positive thing that will happen, sometimes we share our recreational facilities with academic, Professor Dio. Now I think after this, we will chase away Dr. Kamade, the academic, so that from our indoor arena and the other areas, so that now we can have the facility for ourselves, and now chairman will give you the other building. I hope that will happen. It's a plea I'm making.
Apart from only the mosque, we also have tuko na activities nyingi. Hizi activities zote ni za kusaidia wanafunzi kudevelop spiritually, katika kidini wakaweza kuendelea. Mambo mengi tunaleta watu kuwazungumzia, tunawafanyia mambo, tunawapatia nafasi ya kusoma, tunawasomesha Qur'ani, mambo mengi.
All right, and we now get to that, even as we say congratulations to MKU and the National Union of Teachers, and that is National Executive Council, has directed their Secretary General Collins Oyu to prepare a strike notice to the Teachers Service Commission, with the industrial action set to begin on the 25th August 2024. This is because TSC has allegedly not responded to their grievances, and NAT's National Executive Council has further directed that all branch executive councils mobilize to have a total withdrawal of labor in all schools in the 110 branches of NAT until further notice, and until the matter is resolved and the strike action is called off by the Secretary General as provided under the NAT Constitution.
Union makes us strong, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity, power, solidarity, yes, solidarity, forever.
Let us stay away from that other one reason, that was the CBA implementation phase 2. There were other pertinent issues that needed to be addressed urgently. and we have listed the pertinent issues. 1, third-party deductions accrued are not remitted to respective organizations. For instance, teachers have bank loans, and for 5 months, where Teachers Service Commission has deducted money to repay the loan, teachers shall withdraw their labor. And schools will not open. In the 116 branches of the Kenya National Union of Teachers.
Jubilee Insurance has launched a new ambitious initiative that is to demystify the insurance and investment landscape as it moves to empower millions of consumers across the region to secure their financial futures. And now the initiative, dubbed There is Living and There is Living Free, will tackle existing gaps that is in the financial services sector by providing valuable insights that empower individuals and deepen their understanding of investment and insurance solutions.
So unfortunately, insurance is seen mostly as a luxury item on a wish list rather than a necessity that it is. So There is Living and Living Free is what we are saying. Let us start by first introducing you to what that really means. How does this, how do our products, how does our brand integrate with your life? And ensure that we can then begin to persuade people through our innovation, through our communication, to come in and join us and become more, and open up the industry and the services to a wider net.
Presentation of this campaign. Fresh campaign to empower our customers across the region to truly live free, unburdened by the uncertainties and challenges that life continues to present. This There is Living and There is Living Free campaign that we are rolling out today is our heartfelt expression of our commitment at Jubilee Insurance and another testament of what drives us every day.
Now, according to a research conducted by research company 8020, 60% of Kenyans believe that the country is headed in the wrong direction, with 49% stating that they are not affiliated to any political party. This, as Samira Mohammed details.
According to a research conducted by research firm 8020 early this month, majority of Kenyans believe that the country is not headed in the right direction.
So 60%, the red part, said that the country is headed in the wrong direction. The 26% said it's headed in the right direction.
The research revealed that 49% of Kenyans do not feel affiliated to any political party, with 59% stating that they will vote in the 2027 general elections, unlike in the previous election where more than 8 million registered voters did not vote.
Nationwide, 49% said they don't feel affiliated to any party. And this is because they do not feel that the political parties align with their values. 87% of the population intends to vote come 2027.
According to the firm's chief executive, Anthony Dirango, 74% of Kenyans supported the 2024 anti-government protest witnessed in different parts of the country.
Ask them, do you support the ongoing protests or mandamanos? Nationwide, 70% said, yes, we do support.
Samira Mohammed, TV47.
Back to this story, where 235 tech skills students have graduated from the Kenya Industry and Entrepreneurship Project, an initiative funded by the World Bank under the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry. Once again, Samira with that.
The Kenya Industry and Entrepreneurship Project, a $50 million initiative implemented by the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, has announced the graduation of 235 rapid tech skills students set to chaperone the idea, which is big on ensuring a skills match with the job markets.
Graduate the first group of 236 students that have been trained in rapid tech skills.
This program is funded by the World Bank. It's a $50 million funding from the World Bank and implemented through the State Ministry for Industry.
According to the students, the program has been of great benefit to them, for it has enabled them gain knowledge and skills in the tech sector, and it has prepared them for the job markets.
It has been an awesome program in the fact that it has helped me as a back-end developer
to be able to gain skills that can help me build strong, resilient systems. And apart from the fact that you are learning all this, you have been developing awesome innovations.
One thing I loved about the program is that it brought people from different fields together, not only tech related. I mean, we had people from hospitalism, tourism, education, academia. It brought people together for us to interact with them and explore the diversities that we have to offer. It was not only about knowledge seeking, I mean, it was empowerment.
Speaking during the ceremony, Principal Secretary for State Department for Industry, Dr. Juma Makwana, highlighted the achievements of the Rapid Tech Skills Program and its critical role in fostering a robust innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem in the country.
They were able also to implement their own projects in an effort to make sure that we have skills that are required, that are ready for our industry. And what I have said here today is that the skills that we are building for our young people are global skills.
Samira Mohammed, TV47.
Sports News.
Yes, we get sporty with some good news where rising starlet captain and Kenya Police Bullets midfielder, that is Jane Harto, is reported to have been found yesterday night. Reports indicate that the midfielder, Maestro, is currently undergoing a health-related investigation before being released to go home. The DCI have been on the lookout for her since she was reported to have gone missing. That is on Wednesday night when she was scheduled to travel with her team, that is Police Bullets, to Ethiopia for the CAF or CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. The Kenya Police Bullets will lock horns with Warrior Queens, that is from Zanzibar, tomorrow in Addis Ababa. Now, veteran national team point guard Griffin Ligare was named the July Sports Personality of the Month. And this comes after Ligare led his team, Nairobi City Thunder, to their first ever, that is Kenya Basketball Federation Men's Premier League, with title in the recently concluded season. The Nairobi City Thunder are now set to represent Kenya at the Basketball Africa League qualifiers later this year. And the third leg of the 2024 National Sevens Circuits, Dallas Sevens, will be held, that is this weekend, at the Jomo Kenyatta International Stadium in Kisumu. Defending champions KCB will look to defend their title against the likes of Christie's Sevens champions, Cabra Sugar, and Ingo's Sevens champions, Kenya Harlequins, and of course other teams expected to feature include Mwamba RFC, Nakuru RFC, and the Catholic Monks.